Hi everybody, Bob with Knivestown here. Today I'd like to take a look at an item that many of us probably share an interest in. This is an offline item, which means that I don't sell this on the website, but it is something that I have an interest in, and I thought, probably you would as well, and so I thought I'd just do a review of it. What I'm talking about here is a emergency radio. I think that there's a lot of different kinds of those out there, where they combine weather radios and single sideband and those kinds of functions into one package, and it's something that you're supposed to be able to use in an emergency or in a survival situation. This particular one here is the Midland XT511, and I picked this up. Actually, I actually got this one for free in a sort of a giveaway type deal. But after having used it and worked through it, I would probably buy it. It's not bad at all, and so it's got a lot of features, more than most of these radios have. So this is probably one of the top of the line ones in its price range anyway. You can get these on Amazon for, I think I've seen them as low as around $57. And as high as around $100. Amazon, of course, has the lowest that I saw. But anyway, this is what Midland calls their XT511 base camp radio. It's got a whole bunch of functions to it. So I'll get to them without further delay. This is the radio itself, and it's not a big unit, as you can see. So maybe it doesn't live up to that base camp moniker that it's advertised with, but I'm willing to give them a little flexibility on that. But I think it does pack a lot of good features into a small portable package, and from what I've seen so far, it does a pretty good job. Let's get a close-up on it here, if I can give you a little bit better view of it. Just to go through some of the features here, it does have, it is an AM/FM radio, just to start with. So let's see if we can, I'll turn that on, see if I can get some.
I had one. He said, hey, I need some of that TheraBreath because I think my breath is bad. So I was happy to give him some of my TheraBreath stash. I start the day with TheraBreath toothpaste, and then I go to the mouthwash.
Okay, all right, that's AM. And then you switch here to FM. And this it does have a tone switch here. So you've got your volume, and then you've also got a tone switch, which is this here is your tone, and here's your volume. Turns it off there, turns it on, and then you've got this outer basal here, which is your tone. Okay, then the next, it does have a NOAA weather radio on it, so that's the next setting. Switch it over to there.
Sunday night, partly cloudy in the evening, then clearing. Lows in the lower 70s, except in the upper 70s downtown. Light and variable winds in the evening, becoming southwest around 10 miles per hour after midnight. Monday, partly cloudy in the morning, then becoming mostly sunny. Highs in the mid-90s. Monday night, mostly clear.
And then you've got, and this is the tuner here. You can tune to different ones.
Lows around 70. Highs in the upper. Lows in the upper.
KX558, serving Yorkville, Aurora, DeKalb, and Oshawa.
Yeah.
The current time is 4:22 p.m. Central Daylight Time.
Okay. And then the next setting over here, the next one is a GMRS. That's a General Mobile Radio Service. This unit is actually a transceiver, so you can use it actually as a base camp radio. So you switch over to that, and if you don't know much about that, what that is this has 22 channels on it, and these are communication channels where you've got FRS channels, which is family radio service, and those are the channels that you use, just those like those walkie-talkies that you can buy, that you use at the amusement park or the mall or something, so families don't get separated and can't find each other. There are walkie-talkies of some sort that you can buy just over the counter. That's the FRS channels, and then the GMRS channels, the General Radio Mobile Service. General Mobile Radio Service. Those are channels that actually do require an FCC license. I mean, supposedly. I think there's a lot of people that just use it anyway. But those are UHF, ultra high frequency channels, and they transmit. This will transmit about 2 to 3 miles. So it's not bad. It's not bad. And it's probably, it's not published, it doesn't say anywhere on any of the literature, but it does. My guess is that this is around 2 or 3 watts transmission power. I believe that's about what we've got here, what we're dealing with. 5 watts is generally as high as you get, as high as it goes. And in this unit, will transmit up to about 3 miles over open terrain, over water, flat surfaces and things like that. It'll depend if there's a lot of obstructions, if there's hills in the way or any kinds of or buildings or anything, or if you're in a valley. If you're up on a hilltop or in a high place and there's not a lot of obstruction, this could transmit 3 to 4 miles. But in general, you should be able to get 2 to 3 mile transmission range out of this unit here. It does have a lot of neat features with it. You can scan the channels. It does have a scan feature here, and I'll see if I can put that on for you. You hit the scan button, and what it does is it scans the channels to see if there's anyone on it.
Well, I've got full scale where I'm at now. Like I said, I don't think I'm too far from it. Yeah, I can see the Moore's water tower now.
Okay, so here's
Well, the tower that we're on is so far south from where you're at. Pretty much south from that water tank.
Yeah, this is okay. Somebody's, we're listening to someone's conversation there actually. So you can scan the. It's got a scan feature. You can set it, and when it detects a transmission, it'll stop on it. It has a monitor switch where you can just go to a particular channel and just camp on that channel and hit monitor, and so you'll just be listening just to that channel. It's got a dual watch feature where you can monitor 2 channels at once. It also has privacy codes, the 121 privacy codes that you can input, so that it really, in effect, it comes out to like 3,100 channels when you factor in the privacy codes. So each channel has 121 different privacy codes. So if you want, the only chance that you would be heard would be if someone else within a 2 or 3 mile range is also operating coincidentally on that same frequency, and what are the chances? So it's pretty good privacy. As far as transmitting, it does come with a hand mic, and the hand mic it does plug in here into the side, and you can let me see if I can show you how that goes. There you go. It plugs into the side there, and so then you've got a microphone or a hand mic there to communicate with, and that makes your radio. But you don't need to use the hand mic if you don't want. It does have a built-in microphone here, and there's a button on the top. This button here, if you wanted to communicate, you would just press that and then speak into the microphone right there. It also has a voice activated feature. So if you didn't want to have the mic connected, you would just set, and you could just set the voice activated feature, and then just set it there and just talk. And as soon as your voice, as soon as it picked up your voice, it would, the mic would open. And so you don't even need to press anything. You just talk at the radio. So it's got that feature. Let's see. It's oh gosh, there's a lot of different things about this radio. It's got an automatic squelch feature, so that as it controls static and that kind of thing on these transmission frequencies. It's got a collapsible antenna here. It does have it does also have a flashlight on it. Here on this side, like I said, it is an emergency type radio, so it's designed to do different things. See, and that's you know, I mean, it's a decent light. That is a decent light, and if you use that to walk around, you know, that certainly would light your way very well. So it's not just a play light. It's for real. It also has a feature here where this is a USB port right there, and what that's for is that's for charging a cell phone. See if I can get that for you. Like, you know, if you have an iPhone, you know how that comes, and it comes with a cable that has a USB connection on it. Anyway, that can fit right in there, and you can charge a cell phone. So if you're, you know, in it's a power down situation, much like what they've had on the East Coast lately, and your cell phone is dead, well, you can connect it to this, and you can power your cell phone. Now, so you might say, well, what powers the radio if there's no power? Good question. This is a crank radio, and it's got a dynamo inside, and it will, what you do is you can crank the radio. So it's, you know, we've seen these before. It's a radio that, you know, you turn it like this. You're turning a dynamo inside the radio, and that will power the radio. And if you've got a cell phone hooked to it, you'll charge your cell phone. The specs on that dynamo are, it says that 90 seconds of cranking at 2 cranks per second will yield 60 minutes of use time. Those are the specs on that dynamo. So I actually haven't tested that particular claim, but everything else on the radio is working as stated, so I have no reason to believe that wouldn't work also. The power options on this radio are really good. Like I've shown you the crank. I mean, if you're in a no power situation out in the field or in an emergency, you've got the crank system there. But if you're just at home, you have, the radio does come with a wall adapter. Okay, so you can plug the radio into the wall. It is also it does have a rechargeable battery pack. So if I were to open this up for you and show that, now here on this side right here, there is a rechargeable. This right here, this is a rechargeable battery pack, and that pops out. If you want, you can pop that out, and or you just plug in your wall adapter, and it charges this battery, and that's what it's operating on right now, is this rechargeable battery pack. It also, as you can see, has slots here for 4 AA batteries, so you can run on batteries also if you want. You know, you could charge your battery pack up and then put in some 4 rechargeables, and then just go on your charged up pack here until that dies, and then when that was dead, switch over to your alkalines. And there is a switch to do that with on the front here. It's a power selection, and that is right here. I don't know if you can read that or not. I'll see if I can get that for you. Can you see that? And it's switched between rechargeable here or alkaline over there. All right, and then there's the band selector, GMRS, weather radio, AM, FM. And right there's the built-in microphone right there, so you can talk just without the mic if you want. If you're going to do that, what you would do is you would press this button here to talk. You press that to transmit, or you just turn it on to voice activated and just talk at it like I was telling you. And then some feature buttons up here. The crank is on this side. The light is here, and the plug-ins here for the mic are there. The plug-in for the DC charger is there. The plug-in for the USB is right there. Then also you have another power option, which is DC, or the car adapter. You can also run it that way. So you've got a lot of different power options here to select from. The radio also does come with a carry strap. It's kind of like a laptop case type carry strap, except not quite as robust. It's got the hardware, the typical swivel clips there, and then a shoulder pad and an adjustable strap for length. So it comes with that too, for carrying the field. Of course, it also has this handle here for carry as well. Carry it that way. Really, I think that this is not a bad choice. Not a bad choice at all. The more I've gotten to know this radio, the better I like it. It seems like it's pretty good quality, and for $57, I think it's worth it. It certainly will give you everything that you need, and more than what most radios do. I mean, it gives you the AM, FM, it gives you the weather, and it's a transceiver. Plus, it's a light, it's a phone charger, and it'll operate on crank. That's pretty good. So that's the Midland XT511. Hope you enjoyed that. See you again.